I'm Rosie Hardy. This is Rosie Hardy Gardening, and today I'm just going to talk about a few plants that I call just givers. They are the plants that self-seed around. You only need one or two plants, and then after that, year after year, they keep on popping up all over the place. Some people love them, some people hate them. I'm actually a real fan of self-seeders because it's an easy way of getting more plants into your garden. And if you don't really like them where they are, or you've got a massive amount of seed all in one place, usually it's very easy to just pull them out, get them out of the way, and that way you're just editing where they are going to be. So let's start off with some of the ones which a lot of people will know of as being a self-seeding perennial. And the thing with these is that some of them are very short-lived perennials, i.e. the plant itself lives for say 2-3 years. Others are annual. This particular one, the Aquilegia, this is a beautiful form. Look at that fabulous big flower on this. And then you get these striking seed heads at the top here. So these flower in the spring. They're just coming to the end of their season. Their seed pods are just starting to ripen. Once they go brown, ping, they open, and the seed scatters and falls all around. A very successful way to keeping this plant going for itself. And it's got delicate leaf on this particular form. This is Chrysantha Yellow Queen. It's a fabulous type of plant. And sun, part, shade, they seed around, their seedlings come up. They haven't read the book, they'll start seeding around in different places. And it's quite fun to have something like this just popping up. Yeah, okay, if there's too much, just pull out. That's absolutely fine. Pull out, pot up, give away to friends. Aquilegias, that's the starting point. Then also in the spring or early on, you get something like this, and this is Lychnis flos-cuculi, and this is the ragged robin. Now this prefers damper soil and will self-seed in damp grass or in bog gardens or that sort of thing. The plants themselves are quite short-lived, maybe 2-3 years, but the little seedlings will come up. This beautiful pink flower. If it's in poorer ground, it will be down like this. If it's in better ground, it will be up a little bit taller. So anywhere between 1 foot and 2 foot, you can expect to see these beautiful pink flowers, and they really are great fun. So that is a good little seeder as well. If you want something slightly taller, then you can't go far wrong than this beautiful Erigeron. Now this Erigeron, yes, it's a really tall plant. This one is Erigeron Anise, and this has beautiful sprays of white flowers with tiny, thin, narrow petals. Really super plant. And this is one of these ones which is used a lot in prairie planting and in grasslands, but it fits well into a herbaceous border as well. The main plant will probably last 2-3 years, and then it has this habit. You get branches going up there, you get branches coming out here, and then it will self-seed around. Really beautiful thing, Erigeron Anise. Good for height. Let's leave that one there. Then the other things that will seed around are the umbels, and there are different forms of umbels. You have something like this one, which is again taller. This one is Dorcas, Karota, Dara, and it is an annual, biennial, so it will self-seed and it will have different colours. This one tends to be in pink colours. It has the main stem that goes up. That will produce lots and lots of seed. Then you get these side shoots as well. The plant will die after flowering, so it will set the seed, true biennial form. It grows through the autumn time, and then the following year it's into flower, and then that plant dies. These again are great, and they love dry, rocky bits and pieces. So again, very good for say dry areas or xera type growing. So that is Daucus, Karota, Dara, and that will self-seed quite nicely. Very easy to lift and pull out. It's got a single taproot, out you come. Then this one is a perennial form of umbel, This is Bunium Feruliacium. It creates a lovely mat of foliage at the bottom. It will grow in grassland, it will grow in good soils, it will grow in poor soils. So it's a very useful plant again. Strong stems, holds itself up well, beautiful white flowers. On top of the fact that it's a big umbel, each individual floret piece here is another umbel in itself. So it's an umbel on top of an umbel, and it's not a flat head like the Dara. It comes rounded and looks really good. Once it goes into seed, it looks really nice and green, and then that will drop seed around and you will get new plants coming through on this one as well. Gravel gardens, good soils, grassland, that is where this one can grow. So it's a very, very useful umbel, and it is perennial, so you can divide it as well as doing it from seed. And then lastly, we've got the beautiful verbenas, and this one is Verbena Bampton with the lovely dark purple foliage, and the flower spikes are just coming up and they're tiny little lilac purple flowers on the top of there. But once you get all of these flowers out, it's a lovely misty head of lilac over the top of the purple foliage. This wants poor soil, full sun, and it will seed around quite nicely. And the plants stay relatively perennial for about 4 or 5 years, and then you'll find that main plant disappears and your seedlings will take over. Every now and again though, it will give you a green seedling. You want to get rid of those because then you just end up with green, and it's much, much nicer when it's like this. So if you want to be sure you're going to get purple, you would take cuttings from it, but you can allow it to seed around. Within the 1 or 2, 3 years, you still got purple seedlings and babies coming from this one as well. So they always give you more. These are plants that are giving you more babies, and it's fantastic to have that. I love self-seeders. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel.